Welcome to the second leg of the Exit 5 rivalry between the Livingston Lancers, who are coming off just their second non-win of the season Saturday against Governor Livingston, and the West Essex James Caldwell Knights, who have lost 4 in a row. Livingston won the first of the 2 meetings between these 2 teams in early December. They're looking to sweep the series, but West Essex is looking to even the score. All of this at Codey Arena is up next on the NJIIHS network.
He's going to take it himself for a championship! A double play wins it from Fraser!
Turn it to the end zone. What a catch! McInnis on touchdown!
Into the layup goes at the buzzer.
Wins it! The championship!
Welcome back to the D1 Media Pro page on the NJIIHS network. Jacob Gorin as on play-by-play, Ryan Lowy on color. And Ryan, let's talk about our keys to the game for both of these teams, who are in very different circumstances coming into this one.
Well, first of all, Jacob, I thank you for joining me today here at Codey Arena. It's another Livingston, another West Essex team. We've been covering them all season. We've had a lot of fun seeing the progression between the 2 teams. West Essex, 4 wins so far. Livingston, 12 wins, and the 9th best team in the state of New Jersey. So we have good hockey coming up. A reminder, these 2 teams met last year twice. West Essex-Caldwell won the first time 3-0 to open up the season for both teams. And then in the playoffs, Livingston with a 3-2 victory to qualify for the finals, where they lost to Glen Rock 4-0 in the impromptu playoffs last year of the McInnis Cup, sponsored by the NJIIHL. And then this year, these 2 teams met December 4th with a 3-2 Lancers victory. Livingston obviously doing a phenomenal job this year, really just controlling their division, and West Essex trying to climb right back into it after a tough loss to Summit, which we were there for on Saturday, where they lost by a decent amount of goals. So for the keys to the game, for West Essex, healthy and in attendance, Jacob. I spoke to head coach Mark Gregory before the game. Only 3 players are absent today. On concussion protocol is Michael Coyle, the 3rd-line right winger. Hunter White is on the COVID protocol, the 1st-line defenseman. And of course, as we do know, Ty Vestol is out for the season due to his injury, playing for Caldwell football, in which they were the 19th best team in the state of New Jersey. Excuse me, and they were group champions, so it was definitely worthwhile, but unfortunately he will not be with the West Essex James Caldwell Knights for the remainder of this year, which he hasn't been. So this team is healthy and in attendance in comparison to previous games, so very good for them, and that's going to be a powerhouse for them, Jacob. You've heard me say this multiple times. If this team is healthy and this team is rocking, they are a strong team, no doubt about it. They could be an over 500 team, and still, there's plenty of time left, at least 6 or 7 more games before we see Cup hockey, and then we see state hockey, so a lot of win opportunities for West Essex James Caldwell to build some momentum coming into playoff and into Cup hockey as well. We do in the McInnis Cup. It's very challenging, so they need to be on a run if they want to, progress into it. Yeah. The 7 teams in it, very strong. Luca Infusino, obviously with Ty Vestola out, Infusino, only a sophomore, this season has 6 goals, 5 assists, and 11 points. He's absolutely on a roll. He played just brilliantly versus Summit.
2 goals.
Yeah, 2 goals. One of the good names in that game, in which West Essex felt really drained, in my opinion, after that game. So that's big for West Essex. And for the Livingston Lancers, soon to come out the hosts of today's game, the 9th best team in the state of New Jersey. They've really just been climbing up. Key wins versus Morris Knowles, Westfield. So, just key wins are just really pushing them up. So for their keys, get ahead early. This team seems to get ahead early in most of their strong wins this year, and then give up a couple goals in the 3rd. So in anticipation for that, they should really get ahead early against this West Essex team that's fully healthy, and that is going to prove, I think they're probably going to be the strongest this game out of all season in terms of health numbers. So Livingston really needs to just get ahead early and get on top of them and assert their dominance, which we know they have the ability to do. And strengthen the D-line, Jacob. We've just really been talking about, not only has this defense shown up as we expected, but really their 2nd line as well. Ryan Zales and Brett Conklin. Zales an underclassman, only a sophomore, and Brett Conklin Jr. They've really stepped up as a brilliant 2nd line. Whenever Andrew Kwan and Jay Stocks, who are just phenomenal, possibly even all, divisional players, can't do the job, which is very rare, you can count on Conklin and Zales to be there. Zales has become a physical force. He's not so tall, but he's very strong on the ice. He's very fierce, and Conklin, as we've said, he's hard-hitting this year in comparison to last year, where we saw him as a little bit more of a softer, more skilled player. This year, he's definitely become more hard-hitting and more fierce. And that brings me actually to a 3rd key of the game I might want to insert in there that really just been a key to the season. As you've said, Livingston, that you've noticed, really has inserted, just the hitting ability, just, quite professionally. We see NHL-style hits when they take on other teams, Jacob.
Yeah, Livingston, one of the hardest hitting teams in New Jersey, in at least public school-wise. I think we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back for more on these 2 teams after these messages.
The North Jersey Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Institute is the preferred practice for diagnosis and orthopedic treatment in New Jersey. From the moment you become a patient in our practice, our experienced team supports you until your full recovery with education, compassion, and understanding. Our focus includes sports injuries, as well as the treatment of a broad range of orthopedic complaints, from common tendon ailments and arthritic joint pain to traumatic injuries. Our facility offers an on-site physical therapy suite, in conjunction with specifically designed exercise programs, non-invasive and advanced healing technology. We can not only address the current injury, but also find the underlying cause, such as muscle weakness, imbalance, or improper form. We also offer non-surgical modalities, such as platelet-rich plasma injections, which can lead to an accelerated recovery. To provide efficient and excellent care, personal interactions and individualized attention for each patient is important. We are committed to create a protocol that can eliminate similar injuries in the future. At North Jersey Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Institute, we are dedicated to providing the highest standard of care and comfort of athletes, including patients with non-related sports injuries. Board-certified orthopedic surgeon and sports medicine specialist Dr. Michael Rusinella utilizes non-surgical and minimally invasive surgical procedures to help patients regain back their quality of life.
We are back at Codey Arena once again. Jacob Bourne, Ryan Lowy are here. And Ryan, Livingston is number 9 in the state of New Jersey to this point this season. Let's go over the rest of the top 10.
So, Jacob, I have to say, these top 10 state rankings pretty fierce and pretty scary. Christian Brothers, one of the only undefeated teams in the state of New Jersey left. They have an 11-0-3 record in possibly the toughest division in the nation, the Gordon division, the Gordon American division. Don Bosco, second, 10-3. Del Barton, 11-2-1. My predicted state champions of Bergen Catholic are sitting currently 4th at 4-4-2. Princeton Day is 5-2-2 at 5th. And Jacob, I'm going to say, for these top 5, the records might not look incredibly strong for 4 and 5, but that's because they play the toughest schedules in the state of New Jersey. You see them play Xavier of New York, you see them play these Pennsylvania programs, and you see them regularly, twice a year, play Christian Brothers, Don Bosco, Del Barton, other strong teams, St. Peter's, etc. Seton Hall, which we're getting to soon. 6 is Gloucester Catholic at 3-6. Again, play a very tough schedule. Seton Hall Prep Pirates in 15 games are 7-7-1. They sit 7th. 8th is Northern Highlands at 11-2-2. Livingston, so close to passing them, 12-1-1, sitting in the 9th spot. If they continue to win, they can do a very good job. And then number 10, Westfield is 9-3. So, Jacob, we have 2 McInnis teams in the top 10. Westfield 9-3, sitting second in McInnis, and leading the McInnis, sitting in the 9th spot, who we're going to see today, 12-1-1, the Livingston Lancers. And, Jacob, I can't tell you how close Livingston Lancers are to possibly passing Northern Highlands next weekend. I think a hiccup for them was tying and not beating Governor Livingston, an unranked team that currently sits 3rd in the McInnis division. But, Jacob, there's still a lot of time, and Northern Highlands has 1 more loss than Livingston. If Livingston could pick up a win here today, that would be key. They would have the same, actually they would have 2 more wins than Northern Highlands. But now I think it is time to take a look at their injury situation, brought to you by Michael C. Rusinello and NJIIHL Orthopedics. We'll hear from them soon.
Yeah, well, so we'll start with the Livingston Lancers, who don't have any injuries, but Mitchell Friedman is out. He is in COVID protocol as of last week. For the Knights, they are, as usual, the more injured team. Michael Coyle's in concussion protocol. He is out for the 2nd straight game. Hunter White is in COVID protocol. He is out for, again, the 2nd straight game. And Zach Jewett, for the first game, he came injured in his knee early in the year, was out for a while, came back, re-aggravated his knee recently, so he will not be active in tonight's game.
Yep, so Jacob, Livingston and West Essex, not too many combined injuries. Very impressive. Last time these 2 teams met, West Essex was missing a big chunk of their roster. And we spoke a lot about how Ty Bastola missing is going to be a key problem for them this season. And it really has shown to be, because they are currently 4-8 at the moment with a tough loss to Summit, pushing them back into the race for the McInnis division.
Yeah, the Knights have just had a rough season. Injuries have not helped. They had some seniors that graduated, some of their top players. And some of the younger guys, while they have stepped up, guys like Rocco Garcia, Luca Imposino, Joey Castellano, Nami Top, they've stepped up, not quite enough to fill that void and push them to a 500 record.
So, Jacob, I think it's now time to highlight our starting goalkeepers matchup for the West Essex James Caldwell Knights. Rachel Pavlovich, once again, is getting the start. Zach Jewett is not dressed today, according to head coach Mark Gregory. His knee is bothering him once again. Unfortunately, we hope he is all right. But Rachel Pavlovich has just really been brilliant this year. Not at all her fault in the 6 goals, I believe it was, that were scored against her against Summit.
Yeah, I mean, maybe there was 1 or 2 you could say, yeah, not the best to light up as we see West Essex Caldwell hit the ice. But most of those goals on Saturday, not her fault. On the other side, Zach Turbin has just been lights out all year long. He might have been the MVP on Saturday night against Governor Livingston.
Yeah, I think no doubt about it. Turbin had 3 or 4 massive saves that Max Preps wasn't hesitant in their first game broadcasting Livingston this season to notify the fans of, is that Zach Turbin might be one of the best goalkeepers in the state by a surmountable margin, really, Jacob. He's just really been brilliant. And, he was taking on Cook, who did just absolutely a brilliant job for Governor Livingston, also one of the top goalkeepers in the state. And I think Turbin really just showed for that tie that he is really the best goalie by far in the NJIIHL. Because, those saves he made were supreme.
Yeah, some top-tier saves, highlight real saves, save of the year saves, even.
Yeah, those were really brilliant. So West Essex has taken the ice. They are in their beautiful jerseys, Jacob. I love these uniforms. I guess they're away uniforms, but they are black and gray. And here come the Livingston Lancers to the left of your screen. They are led by Austin Vecchio as the captain, senior, Zach Turbin in net. And then, of course, Jacob, we can't forget to spread the love to the alternate captains who have been doing just a brilliant job this year. Danny Grossbard and Jay Stocks. Jay Stocks currently the only committed athlete on the squad for a similar sport of lacrosse, where he will go play at Ithaca College come next spring. But this winter, he is joined alongside a bunch of players on the 9th best team in the state of New Jersey. Jacob Gorin, you will be the play-by-play commentator for today. I'll be joining you on color. Noah Varman once again back on camera. The 3 of us were there for their opening game of the season versus VGR, who I think will probably enter the McInnis division next year. If we talk about promotion and relegation, I think we will see VGR back in the McInnis next year, taking on teams like Livingston, like Westfield, like Summit, like West Essex more often. And I think we will not be seeing Montclair in the McInnis next year.
Yeah, we're obviously relegation and promotion is a part of high school sports.
It's a dusty business.
Yeah, in the NJIIHL, we're talking about relegation, we're talking about promotion. I'd say VGR comes up, Montclair moves down. And in terms of Kelly to
McMullen.
And to McMullen, yeah, I think we're going to see Milburn move down, and one of West Orange. Yeah, I think West Orange actually might be the one that moves up.
Yeah, West Orange should be coming back real soon. All their games for you are available that have been played so far on the on-demand function on the D1 Media page and the NFHS Network. They're back practicing after a long break due to West Orange getting the COVID-19 bug. But they are back and should be playing soon here at Codey, broadcasted live. And then after that, available on demand on the D1 Media page and the NFHS Network. And they are hopefully looking to get promoted if they can continue this good run that's been kind of abbreviated so far. I believe they played less than 10 games. And who's also played less than 10 games, picking up their first win, is Milburn. Just 2 days ago, they beat Kearney 11-6. That's big for them. They got to build their way back up to the Kelly Division. Cup hockey just weeks away, Jacob.
Yeah, and I think, obviously, if you look at the regular season, that's a big factor of promotion and relegation, but the Cup could be what's even more important.
Yeah, the Cup is coming up real soon. And Jacob, I've said this all the time. I could just really feel it. I feel like if one team that's really been struggling this year that's going to upset everybody in Cup hockey, that's going to be West Essex-Caldwell. If Fusino can go off, if Jewett's healthy, or if Pavlovich continues to go well, things can click. I mean, I've been very impressed with Rocco Garcia and Joey Castellano. That first line is built. So I've said this multiple times. Although their record is definitely not anywhere near what we predicted it to be, I still think they are that one upset team that we can see in the McInnis division out of the 7 teams competing in the Cup.
I agree. We're going to see a battle of some very competitive top first lines. Vecchio, Grossbar, Tarasu have all had fantastic seasons thus far for Livingston, as well as Rocco Garcia, Luca Inquazino, and Joey Castellano for the Knights. But let's talk a little bit more about this Lancers first line. Vecchio, 24 points in 14 games. Grossbart with 19 and 14. Tarasuk with 16 and 14. And they have all been lights out.
Jacob, this first line for Livingston is absolutely stacked. Their talent is immensely, crazy good. Austin Vecchio, the captain in his 4th year on varsity as a top-line player, is just phenomenal. He is a fierce threat. Danny Grossbard, an alternate captain, he's really good at face-offs, Jacob. This Livingston Lancers team, their snipe shots from the back have come off of Grossbard's fantastic face-off results. And then Tara Souk, he's the freshman. He is the future. The freshman with a phenomenal future coming up. And not only that, the second line is quite strong as well. Solomon is back. He's healthy. He scored that 1 goal that is the reason why Livingston doesn't have 2 losses and might still be in the top 10 in the state of New Jersey. Yeah. Dylan Schultz, a phenomenal center as well. And Zach Silva. I think next year, I think Schultz and Silva might move up to work with Tara Souk next year as Grossbard and Vecchio retire from the high school ranks and move on to the next stage of their life in college. So Livingston, a really well-balanced program. And we didn't talk about their first line defensively. Andrew Kwan and Jace Docks, a senior-led dominant squad. You know, although Kwan might not be an alternate captain, he really brings in leadership. And Docks, you know, he is a college athlete as of next year. So a lot of talent.
Yeah, Kwan brings a presence to the ice that not many other defensemen in the state of New Jersey can bring. Docks is a physical counterpart to that calming presence that Kwan brings.
No doubt about it, Jacob. So we got ice hockey coming up next right here on the D1 Media for Pitching and NJIIHL Network. You do not want to go anywhere.
Welcome back to Codey Arena. Jacob Gorin, Ryan Lowy. Ryan, let's talk about our players to watch for this game for the Lancers and for the Knights.
That's right, Jacob. So we're going to first start off with the visiting West Essex James-Caldwell Knights with a 4-8 record. Their player to watch is the first line left winger, number 22, Rocco Garcia. 5 goals, 6 assists this season, totaling 11 points. He's really had to step up since Pistola has not appeared yet on the ice this year due to injury. He hopes to be healthy come club hockey this spring. And so he's our player to watch for the West Essex-Caldwell Knights and for the Livingston Lancers. As I've mentioned, he is going to play at the next level in college for lacrosse, but is still a phenomenal player with the stick. That's Jace Docks, the alternate captain. He first lines in the defensive core wearing number 14 with number 18, Andrew Kwan. Jace Docks has a season of 5 goals and 5 assists. His career, he has 8 goals and 12 assists in 4 years on varsity. But that's not all we have to talk about. We have to talk about the key plays he's made. He's a player who likes to hit, likes to get dirty, and he plays 2 sports in which he does such, so it makes a lot of sense.
Oh, yeah. Jace Docks really knows how to lay the body out there, Ryan. He's shown that game after game, night after night. As we have about 30 seconds remaining until warms are over, we'll have puck drop. It's going to be a good one, Ryan.
That's right, and it's coming up right after this.
Heads up back on the suit. Rock this took him and defeating.
Horton dribbles into the front court to Khalil Whitney. Going to the basket and the jam.
With them because they are getting resources from the city. They are getting resources, and they're arguing with us about the timeliness of those resources.
Welcome back to Codey Arena, second leg of the Exit 5 rivalry between the Livingston Lancers and the West Essex James Caldwell Knights. To remind you of records, just before we get set for puck drop, Lancers 12-1-1, again coming off that tie against Governor Livingston on Saturday. Knights 4-8, coming off a loss, their fourth in a row against the Summit Hilltoppers on Saturday as well. You can catch both those games on the on-demand section of the U1 Media page of the Info Network. But now we'll hand it off to our local PA announcer at Codey Arena for the national anthem. Let's do this Exit 5 rivalry, Part 2, between the Lancers and the Knights. To remind you, Part 1, first game of between these two teams took place in early December. Livingston was the team that came out on top 3-2. They were up 3-0 in the third period, almost let up 3 straight goals to tie the game. However, Turbin and the Lancers able to hold on and win that game 3-2.
That's right, Jacob. That was a fun game for both teams. West Essex almost squeaked themselves back into it, but Livingston's first period attributes are really just not beatable. You know, they just really come in this first period energetic as ever. So that's probably, as one of my keys to the game, were important for them. Is this West Essex team does not give up and plays all 3 periods of hockey, no matter who they have healthy, which is pretty much their entire team, excluding a player on the concussion protocol, a player on the COVID protocol, and of course Ty Vastola and Zach Jewett not here.
Yeah, relatively healthy day for the Knights. It's both teams starting lineups head out there.
Jacob, this rivalry is so much fun. I love it.
Livingston actually starting Schultz, Silva, and Solomon against West Essex top line as the puck is dropped and we are underway here at Codey Arena. Dumped in. Docks to chase. Docks will chip it around the walls. Puck is picked off, spinning along the wall as Namiatov to the top, sent across, O'Hearn. Sends in, he gets hit as he does. Sent around the wall. It's chipped out. So we'll have a penalty though, early on, just 26 seconds in. This is against the Knights. It's gonna be Tommy O'Hearn going to the box. Cross-checking, Ryan.
Yep, so the Livingston Lancers power play is in full swing, Jacob. And, well, we know this power play produces a lot of talent. So we'll see who they're bringing on. Obviously, of course, Vecchio and Schultz, the key shooters in there.
Vecchio sends across. Schultz sends a shot high of net. Picked up and cleared down the ice.
It's a good start for West Essex.
Vecchio starts up ice the other way. Very strong on the puck. He'll stay on it. Austin Vecchio to Grossbard. Here's Quan to the top for Vecchio. Vecchio able to get it across to Schultz. Grossbard down low. Had trouble controlling it at first, but then winds it back to Schultz. Dylan Schultz. Wrist shot from the circle, off the pipe, and then off the back of the pad of Pavlovich, and not into the net. best opportunity of the game so
Jacob,
far.
I've noticed something. Building on the power play this year, Schultz and Vecchio can go back and forth all day long until they find that perfect shot. That one just couldn't squeeze it, but that's exactly what we saw.
Yeah, good timing on the passing. Very important. Puck is won back. Vecchio. Schultz. Vecchio. Back to Schultz.
Told you, Jacob, these 1-2 connections.
They're playing catch with it. Vecchio lets a shot go. Rebounds loose. Quan was on his offside. Couldn't quite get a shot off. Winded down low for Grossbar to the top. Vecchio bomb into the glove of Rachel Pavlovich. Quite a snag there off the leading goal and point scorer, Ryan, for the Livingston Lancers.
I like to think of it like this on the power play between Schultz and Vecchio's connections. Vecchio shoots with the power, Schultz shoots with the accuracy and the timing. But Vecchio absolutely ripped that one. It just couldn't sneak by Pavlovich. Good effort.
He did. Puckett cannot get out for the Knights. Grossbard. Waiting down low. Oh, perfect pass. Perfect goal for Zach Silva. Make it 9 on the year for him now. And what a feed from Danny Grossbard.
So Grossbard to Silva. That would be Silva's 10th career goal, 9th on the season. Good for him. The sophomore has given the Lancers a 1-0 lead on the power play.
Yeah, nothing Pavlovich can do there. That was a tap-in for Zach Silva. The way he's been playing this year, he was never going to miss that one.
Oh, what a brilliant finish, Jacob. And that's how the Lancers get things started in the second leg of the Exit 5 rivalry right here on the D1 Media Pro page on the NFHS Network. Presented to you by NJ Orthopedics.
Puck gets by the stick of Conklin. Brett Conklin, son of the head coach, Dave.
And Conklin in his 15th season at the charge.
Schultz chips in, trying to fight off Oswald. Oswald on the puck. Silva to Schultz, back to Silva. Silva to the top. Zales fires, that went off a skate. Winds behind the net, O'Hearn and Schultz fighting for it. Schultz will send it the other way behind the net. Clay Pryal able to chip it out. His first game back returning from injury for the Knights. Deflected in. Zales to Vecchio. One-touch pass for Silva. Silva will just send in. Him and Schultz need to go to the bench for a change. Puck shipped the other way. Vecchio with the strip. Austin Vecchio, so patient with the puck. Sends it across for Jace Docks. His snapshot goes wide. Tarasuk chips it to Vecchio. Back to Docks. Docks had trouble controlling it. Just had to send in to hold the zone. And the Knights will get it out. Or Docks will control. Puck off a stick. Sent in by Tarasuk. No icing as he was past the red line. O'Hearn. Tommy O'Hearn. Younger brother Sammy Ryan scored his first goal of his high school career Saturday. Oh, pass. Just missed the stick of Grossbard. That would have been an odd man rush, but instead is an icing call with 11:27 to go in period number 1.
Jacob, I think it's time we revert back to our keys to the game because I said for Livingston get ahead early. That's what they did. They took advantage of the power play, and their strength in the D-line has not really been needed to show yet. But West Essex will start to put on the pressure because we've noticed they're a third period punch type of team.
Yes, they are. A couple goals in the third period on Saturday to make it a 3-goal game against the Hilltoppers. Solomon, pass, picked off by Trabb. Trabb lost it, sent in by Silva. Behind the net, Pryal banks it to his teammate, picked off by Solomon, only temporarily, as Gil Pryal will wind it around. Comes in and out, delayed offsides. Conklin couldn't hold the zone. Battle along the near wall. Here's Liam Hanley. Hanley, triple teamed, but still has the puck, gets it back. Zales tries to punch it ahead with his glove. Remember, you can hand pass in the defensive zone. To the top. Down low. Off the stick of Zales. Conklin tries to chip it ahead. Vecchio is there. He'll get it out. Gives time for Conklin to have his pass picked off by Enforcino. Enforcino, nice move on the puck. Can't get by Ryan Zales. Korepka. Down low, shot sent on goal wide of the net by Namiatov. Another chance deflected. Namiatov gets it back. Good pressure here by the Knights. Their first high-pressure shift of the game. Korepka.
This is good pressure for the Knights, Jacob. This is what they need to be doing. They need to be wearing out those Lancers, testing the defense. But that Lancer defense, as we said, we just highlighted them in our keys to the game. They're phenomenal.
Vecchio thrown to the ground. No call. He'll pick it up again. Tries to chip it out. He cannot. Garcia held off along the wall by Conklin. Conklin and Zales need a change, Ryan. They'll get it here as the Lancers ice the puck.
Lancers can sub off the substitutions here because this is not the NHL. Just like international rules, you can make substitutions on icings. I think that's good for high school.
Yeah, these high school players sometimes don't quite have the same stamina that NHL players do. Schultz knocks it back for Kwan. Chipped out off the stick of Silva, so no icing. Sammy O'Hearn back for it. Knocked off the stick of Clay Pryle. Oh, almost on the stick of Silva. He would have had a real good opportunity. Docks tries to get a stick on it. Puck takes a weird bounce. Pryle's hit along the wall hard. Pryle gets it back, takes a snapshot short side. Whistled wide.
Just missed the frame there, Jacob. I thought that snuck by Turbin.
Yeah, real good chance there for Clay Pryle in his return to the lineup. Docks sends it off the boards to Silva. Silva.
Keep an eye on Schultz's run.
Oh, nice move to get by. Sends it in front. Held in as it missed the stick of Schultz. Vecchio fighting for it behind the net. He is so strong on the puck, Ryan, is Austin Vecchio. So good at just stripping it.
Really has a lot of talent. I think, although he's not going to play in college, he's going to Delaware, he's a phenomenal hockey player.
Conklin tried to send back in off his skate. Winds it around by Tarasuk. Conklin sends high the stick of Gil Pryle.
Now, Jacob, there's a player I want to highlight. Conklin has really stepped up brilliantly this year. Last year, nothing against him, but he's really just fiercely grown in terms of strength this year.
No icing as the puck was sent between Docks and Zales, but now they'll send it back the other way. Nice move by Tarasuk, tried to send it in front. Solomon was there, bringing a shot off. Tip pass, save, rebound, open net, buried by Danny Grossbard. That's 11 on the year now for him, and the Lancers are up 2-0 early.
Grossbard's 19th career goal. What a finish. Caught West Essex confused.
Yeah, just sent on goal by Kwan off a couple sticks. Grossbard had the puck come right to him. Pavlovich did not know where the puck was. 2-0 Lancers, 7:29 to go.
Easy finish. Pavlovich didn't know where the puck was in the net after the crazy deflection and, just landed in the perfect spot for Grossbard's 11th goal of the season and 19th career goal. He's got 36 career points and 20 points this season.
Schultz had the puck just behind him, tried to chip it ahead, and Forcino will collect. He's looking to get the Knights back into this game. Luca Forcino, the sophomore, who has scored a couple goals in their team's last games. Oswald couldn't quite hold the zone. Namiatov fought hard on the puck there by Kwan. Sent back in. And chipped out and all the way down. We'll have an icing call here on the Knights. So an offensive zone face-off for the Lancers with 6:29 to go.
Jacob, the Lancers have some big games coming up. They have a weekend where on Friday night and Sunday, I believe later this month on the 28th and 30th, the dates are, taking on Westfield and then Glen Rock. It's going to be difficult. It's going to be very difficult.
Tough weekend. We'll be there for both games.
Last time the Lancers took on Westfield, the Lancers won 3-2 down at Warren Echo. And the next game will be here at Codey. And then, of course, they're finally taking on Glen Rock. They're also supposed to play them this Saturday down at the Hackensack Ice House, as there's a hard hit.
Ryan, of course, that game against Glen Rock, a rescheduled game from December. Remember, they were supposed to play each other for Glen Rock.
We were going to be there for that one. We were very excited.
We were supposed to be there. We'll be there for the rescheduled game, though.
Yeah, of course. I remember the day before I received the call, the game was very frustrated. That was right before the winter, I guess you could say the winter canceling spree, as you remember during the break, if you recall, Jacob. A lot of games canceled.
Lots of games as Conklin plays it ahead. On the stick of Silva to Solomon, back to Silva. Silva gets on the puck. Stays on the puck. Centers, and they score! Oh my goodness! What a play! Behind the net by Zach Silva to set up Spencer Solomon for the easy pot-in goal. 3-0. Oh my.
Well, Solomon's on a roll. The second line left winger has scored 2 goals in 2 games. A big goal versus Governor Livingston, and the third punch versus West Essex-Caldwell today. Livingston having a lot of fun.
That was quite a play, Ryan, by Silva to shimmy his way behind the net. We'll have a timeout for West Essex, though. So we're going to take a very quick break during this timeout. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back to Codey Arena. Quick timeout there for the Knights as they are now down 3-0 in the first period. Ryan, thanks to goals from Silva, from Grossbard, and from Solomon. Some really nice goals being scored.
And Jacob, that Silva assist actually probably was the highlight.
Yeah, I mean, just absolutely undressed a West Essex Knight behind his own cage.
That's also a goal and an assist on the day for him, so he's got 2 points today.
Grossbard able to continue on, had a puck knocked off his stick, comes out, docks, will sweep it in to the offensive zone. Bryle, other side. Vecchio to the top, shot deflected, save, rebound. Cleared. Oh, a good opportunity there as the puck was redirected in the high slot.
Jacob, we're seeing solid shifts from Livingston so far. Very impressive.
Yeah, they have had some real nice shifts. West Essex, I thought, controlled the game for part of this first period thus far. Livingston, what they're so good at doing is just fighting off those poor shifts, bouncing back, winning games. That's what they've done all year long. Up 3-0 now here in the first period, looking for their 13th win of the season.
Jacob, we highlighted it. Livingston, a first period punch type of team. We didn't see that versus Governor Livingston. That costed them and was probably the reason why it was a tie. But
big punishing hit. But now a break for Dylan Schultz. He's alone and he rips it upstairs under the glove of Pavlovich to make it 4-0. What a goal!
Jacob, this team is looking fresh.
They have a fire, Ryan, after tying against Governor Livingston. They want to win. That's all they want to do. They have a strong drive, now 4-0 here in the first period.
Gives Schultz a breakaway goal. He has goal number 4 on the day for the Lancers. His 6th goal of the season and 9th of his career. Very impressive. And a good finish, too. Top shelf, if I must say.
So 4-0 now here, Ryan. Still first period. Still some time in the first period. Vecchio pirouettes around the man. Gets Grossbard and a shot. Whistles wide to the short side. Conklin. Grossbard shoved to the ground. Able to keep control. Behind the net, his pass to Vecchio. Picked off by O'Hearn. Bergman. Sweeps it to Oswald. Well, sudden ahead to Clay Pryal. Clay Pryal scored in the matchup between these two teams, Ryan. Back in March, that was the semifinal round of the McInnis Cup.
Jacob, you mentioned that was a close game.
Yeah, 3-2. Danny Grossbard. Grossbard undresses Oswald. To the top to Dox. Dox's shot paddled offside by Pavlovich. Having a rough afternoon. 4 goals in the first period. Swept away by Dox. Solomon can't get it out. He has a Golden Knight goal in 2 straight. Pryal. Gil Pryal, captain of this team. Good
Lancers
play
almost had
there.
a breakaway opportunity on that one.
Yeah, almost a real nice play there by Silva. He has really impressed me this season, Ryan. Scored tonight, and another assist. 2-point game so far for him. 2-point game for Grossbard as well.
Not just Silva who's really been impressive, Jacob. It's been this entire program just really filling in the shoes quite brilliantly. I mean, I really thought it was going to be a tough break for the Lancers not having Michael Mumm on with them this year, obviously graduating and moving on to play in the NJIIHL. But, you know, they've really just stepped into the shoes brilliantly. Number 9 in the state of New Jersey.
Yeah, they have really flourished into one of the top teams, as you said. Number 9, currently ranked. Pass took a deflection. A couple guys ran into each other. Hanley lost it. Pryal sends in. Hanley had to fall off his stick, and now Vecchio to start the other way. Vecchio has hands, we all know that. Loses the puck there. Tarasuk to Grossbard, back to Tarasuk. He lost the puck, and now in for Zeno the other way. Luca and Forcino snaps a shot far and wide of the net. Oh, nice pass attempt by Infosino. Try to, between the legs, centering attempt.
Jacob, these Lancers are like deflectors. All year, someone tries to run into them, they push them right back.
Yeah, that's a coaching thing, Ryan. It's not something that one player learns to do.
Seems like they all want to do it. Very impressive.
I think they've been taught how to spin away from checks. That's something very important. Don't want to get hurt. Shot misses the net by Garcia. Castellano had it knocked off his stick, and a shot from the far side misses. Silva trying to go the other way, lost the puck. Garcia snaps a shot into the glove of Turbin. Hasn't had much work this afternoon thus far. 14 seconds remaining in period number 1.
Jacob, Livingston got to be pretty comfortable. 4-goal lead going into the second period. At the very least, they're putting on pressure every second. Seeing breakaways. These Lancers have just proven their speed over West Essex. The breakaway from Schultz. Vecchio undressing. Very impressive. A lot of willpower on this Lancers squad.
Puck almost cleared out by Dox. And now on the third opportunity, he will, as time will expire in period number 1. A dominant one for Livingston. They are now up 4-0. We have a 50-minute intermission for you. We will be back following that for more hockey, period number 2, after these messages.
He's going to take it himself for a championship. A double play wins it from Frazier.
Turn it to the end zone. What a catch. McInnis on touchdown.
Into the layup goes at the buzzer.
Wins it. The championship.
When one of the top public high school athletic programs in the state of New Jersey uses the #1 live stream in the nation.
Flip to Carson. He went the 90 yards on the kickoff return. He's trying to finish it off with a touchdown, and he does! Jakai Carson.
Ball court. Passed on over to Capstraw. Capstraw will dive in past two players, and she's able to lay it up and score. That is the 1,000-point club type of play right there. You can't ask for better than that one.
Pass across. Stick down by Murphy. Send the shot and deflected. They score!
2 now. We're at the 2:30 marker left in the game. Immaculate go quickly, but it has just costed them a good play there to stay on the West Orange side. Diving in quickly is Capstraw, and she herself is leading West Orange to a comeback. 5
on it along the far corner. Tries to send it in towards goal. Has a man! What a pass! What a goal! Emma Mitchell to Gianna Festino. Short shot on goal. A post in! West Orange gets the goal, and they win. They take down the #2 ranked Seton Hall Pirates. What a thrilling game!
So a free kick for West Orange. She sends it towards the net.
But we don't score the game, we just call and record it. As the pitch from Bove with nobody on base, swung on and missed, struck him out. Rosu now trying to get on the offensive side of things. Can he? Ooh, and he's able to work himself into a pin position. Penny on the pin. He's got all 5 back points easily secured, and he pins him. So the first Rosu with the pinfall victory. A big victory for Rosu.
West Orange with a 5-0 win over North Central. I'm here with West Orange head coach Doug Nevins. All right, West Orange with a 6-1 win over Columbia. I'm here with 3 stars of the game: Emma Mitchell, Kaya Schultz, Gianna Festino.
So I'm Ryan Lowy from D1 Media Pro, and I'm joined with senior Kaya Schultz and junior Kylie Capstraw. West Orange girls varsity basketball season is over.
Here with West Orange girls varsity coach Sean DeVore. Russo after a 5-0 victory for West Orange over North Central. Screen pass out in the flat, caught, and it's a touchdown for St. Peter's. O'Donnell swinging away, puts it over the shortstop's head. That's a base hit. It'll score 1. Faraz on his way home. Throw in is not in time. Going quickly, Bullock takes the snap, throws to the far side. Wide open touchdown.
In there, called strike 3 looking. Mulcahy strikes out the side. He's perfect through 2.
Now up ahead for the Marauders. Here comes Benkovitz. They score! Michael Benkovitz for St. Peter's Prep. Bounced on the ground to short. Faraz Fields flip to O'Donnell 1. Throw on to first in time for a double play. Just we'll look back out there for the Marauders. He takes the snap. Looking over the middle. Has a man. Can he scores? Reels it in. 35. Stick on to defenders. 2 on to the 20. Once again, hit in the air to deep center field. Sicka moving on the back at the wall. It's gone! Ellis Reed with a 2-run blast. And the Marauders have a 6-0 lead.
St. Peter's Prep has the best coverage for its student athletes. Why don't you?
Are you interested in pursuing a career in sports marketing or creating impactful sports content? You can get experience in high school by being a part of the RISE program powered by Ortho Carolina. It will give you a head start on an exciting career. The RISE program exposes students to industry professionals and gives them real-world experience by creating content and marketing the teams at their own high school. To find out how you can be a part of RISE, email us at contact@readinessandsportseducation.org.
One of New Jersey's premier high school basketball teams gets their coverage from D1 Media Pro. and it goes like this.
Finds Floyd to tie things up. Tie game! 62 apiece. 90 seconds.
Floyd attacking and throws it down. Codey Floyd. A missed opportunity down low behind the back to Bueno and long. Lawrence with Floyd to lob it up on a slam. Too low for Dunn. Wilcher to Floyd. Brings it in and one on the lob.
Thought about the three. Drives baseline. Oh, what a start for Codey Floyd.
Here with Codey Floyd after a tough...
Wilcher, three. Got it! Simeon Wilcher is fired up!
And Simeon Wilcher all alone with the flush. Here with Simeon Wilcher. And a pass taken away by Marshall. And he'll throw it down. Tosses it ahead to Valencia. Sering driving and throws it down. He can't get around and a turnover. Codey Floyd has it. Step through, lay in, build the basket. Marcus Cerroti here with Roselle Catholic head coach Dave Boff. Dave, you're coming up.
Now it's your time to join.
The North Jersey Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Institute is the preferred practice for diagnosis and orthopedic treatment in New Jersey. From the moment you become a patient in our practice, our experienced team supports you until your full recovery with education, compassion, and understanding. Our focus includes sports injuries, as well as the treatment of a broad range of orthopedic complaints, from common tendon ailments and arthritic joint pain to traumatic injuries. Our facility offers an on-site physical therapy suite, in conjunction with specifically designed exercise programs, non-invasive and advanced healing technology. We can not only address the current injury, but also find the underlying cause, such as muscle weakness, imbalance, or improper form. We also offer non-surgical modalities, such as platelet-rich plasma injections, which can lead to an accelerated recovery. To provide efficient and excellent care, personal interactions and individualized attention for each patient is important. We are committed to create a protocol that can eliminate similar injuries in the future. At North Jersey Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Institute, we are dedicated to providing the highest standard of care and comfort of athletes, including patients with non-related sports injuries. Board-certified orthopedic surgeon and sports medicine specialist Dr. Michael Rusinella utilizes non-surgical and minimally invasive surgical procedures to help patients regain back their quality of life.
All right, this is Adam. Take two. Mark?
I guess.
I go like this.
The best part about playing football in Texas has to be the reaction from the community.
I want to encourage others to play volleyball or choir because you get to experience new things and do stuff that you've never done before. My reason why is passion.
My reason why is pride.
Welcome back to Codey Arena. Lancers, Knights. Livingston is up 4-0, Ryan. It's been a rout so far.
Well, I think the Lancers' dominance in speed and avoiding checking is really the reason why they've been so fresh this first period with goals and breakaways and shot opportunities. Vecchio has been sniping shots. Not only that, Silva's goal and assist were brilliant. So far, I think he's on path to be my player of the game. But we still got 2 more periods of action if the Lancers don't have a 10-goal lead. Solomon, a nice finish. Schultz, a nice goal. Grossbard. This team's just been clicking. Our player to watch was Jay Stocks. We haven't really heard his name too much because we haven't really had to, Jacob.
Yeah, that's a good thing. A lot of times you hear the defenseman's name when you're team's hemmed into the defensive zone. Livingston definitely has not been. Though West Essex have gotten a couple decent opportunities, especially that stretch in the middle of the first period before Livingston got their second goal.
Yeah, no doubt about it. West Essex, as you said, they had some control of this game at stages, but they've never really just been able to punch and pass or even put a lot of shots on Turbin. Turbin's had maybe 3 or 4 contested shots this entire game.
Yeah, he has had not a ton of work this afternoon, but what's going to happen when your team has a majority of the puck control.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Jacob. This Livingston team has really just come into this game with a lot of power. And, they've really just shown that all year. Speaking of that, currently right now going on live, Bayonne and Arts are currently playing live on the D1 Media page on the NJIIHS network, simultaneously to our game for girls basketball right now. We also have upcoming on January 17th, which is today, Martin Luther King Day, Immaculate Conception and Eastside in the Freedom Fighters Hoop Challenge. And then, of course, tomorrow, we got a good one. Gloucester Catholic and St. All Prep, an NJ High School Ice Hockey Top 10 matchup. That's coming up on January 17th, which is today at 3:30. Puck drop just moments away, coming from Sewell, New Jersey. And then, of course, as well today, we have St. Augustine and St. Peter's at 4:45. On the call for that one will be the great John Stephen Hay. So a lot coming up right here on the D1 Media Pro page on the NJIIHS network.
Yeah, well, right now, at least in 4 minutes, we're up period 2 between the Lancers and Knights. We'll have that on the NJIIHS network after this.
Right up the middle, barreling towards the goal line. Baldwin is in for a Vance touchdown.
Right down the middle, man. This guy, and he keep going, and he's
the ball's loose.
And they hop back on it, and that's a touchdown.
Short punt, bounces at the 35, fielded at the 40 by Quick, out to the corner. He's got blockers and a lot of green grass in front of him. Cuts back, he's in for a touchdown!
Swing pass in the flat. Touchdown.
Third down and 17, a handoff, getting to the outside. There's a hole, there's a first down, and all the way to the races is Elijah McWilliams to the house for a touchdown and for an IMIC for a division championship. Over to Floyd, he's open, thought about the three, drives, baseline. Oh, what a start for Corey Floyd! Free throw line, tries to dump a pass off, gets intercepted. Freeman all the way to the hole. Oh, what a block by Moore! Left to play in the fourth quarter. Cromartie, three, got it! Davis probes in the corner, three-pointer, up and down, Brown again! His second straight three. Roselle Catholic in a hurry. Wilcher, back to Bueno. He's going to try and tie it. And he does! Oh, big shots all around!
He can't get around and a turnover. Corey Floyd has it. Step through, lay in, build the basket!
Hello and welcome back to Codey Arena. Jacob Doran on play-by-play, Ryan Lowy on color. Livingston up against the West Essex James Caldwell Knights. 4-0 after period number 1 as we get set for period number 2.
Jacob, this is going to be a period of separation. The long change period, whether Livingston uses this period to continue to advance their lead or West Essex punches themselves back into this hockey game. That will all be decided right here and in the ensuing moments once the puck is dropped to open up the second period of action.
Yep. We're getting set, players re-warming up. Of course, after period number 2. We have a 5-minute intermission and then a 15-minute final third period. That is only if it is not a 10-goal lead for the Lancers after period number 2.
The energy that Livingston brought has made it possible, but West Essex is a very good team as well, so maybe they'll push themselves back into this game. Let's see now.
Livingston wins the face-off, redirected almost in by Grossbard. Quan back to collect. Top line gets a start in this period number 2, which was not this is not the line that started the game, actually, for the Lancers. Very unusual for them to not start, but it was actually the Schultz line that did. That line has been fantastic tonight, as well as this line. Icing 24 seconds in. Both teams will change. Draws one back. Conklin able to hold the zone. Silva looking for the puck, finds it, sends it around the boards behind the net. Oswald will pick it up. Oswald winds it around. Nice pass by Garcia, finds Infosino. Infosino. Ooh, a chance for Garcia. Doesn't go. Namiatov to the top. Rister deflected high and wide. Schultz will pick it up and chip it along the boards. Solomon gets to the head, takes the hit but makes the play. Silva, oh what a play! Oh, just misses.
Jacob, that chip pass was the killer. I think the Lancers will go on the power play though.
Looks like they will be, but what a play by Silva, almost getting his 3rd point of the night, Ryan.
And Rocco Garcia went out into the box. I think it'll be for boarding.
I believe so as well. Went to the bench, tried to hide from the ref. But Lancers, with their 2nd power play of the game, scored on the first one. That was Silva from Grossbard. Puck winding around.
Lancers
out.
Jacob, Lancers 1 for 1 on the power play today, excuse me. Their first goal of the game was scored off the power play.
They are, as Vecchio will regather his troops and reset in his own end with about 15 seconds gone. Vecchio ahead off the skate of Grossbard. Schultz picks it up, stays on side as well. Dylan Schultz weaves his way behind the net. Drops for Grossbard. Grossbard had his pass picked off and sent all the way down the ice, where it'll be stopped behind his cage by Turbin. So the quiet night thus far.
Turbin hasn't had too much action to worry about. Only 3 or 4 shots he's taken in the first period of action.
Puck sent across, shipped out. It's going to be an odd man rush. Clay Pryal tries to send it across, diving play to break it up by Vecchio, and another chance goes wide of the net.
What a play by Austin Vecchio, Jacob. We'll break that one down in a second.
Sent wide of the net by Zales. Livingston struggling a bit on this power play as Zales knocks it back to Vecchio. Vecchio plays it across. Tarasu. 2nd wave of this Lancers power play out there. Puck sent towards the goal. Pavlovich will cover as Dox was fighting for it. 12:20 to go in the game. 27 on the power play.
Jacob Vecchio's slide tackling stop there, soccer styles, possibly saved a shorthanded goal.
Yeah, dove out, laid the body to stop. Yeah, like you said, a possible goal. Pryal was on that odd man rush there with his brother, Dill Pryal. Draws one back, tapped back by Silva to Vecchio. His shot takes a deflection. Silva had it hop off his stick. Vecchio leaves for Silva. Conklin sweeps it back in only momentarily. Chipped out. Silva with a race with Namiatov. Namiatov able to get it shorthanded. It should close out the power play, and it does. So trying to find Garcia out of the box was Oswald. Now Zales soaring up ice the other way. Zales, it's a shot go into the glove of Pavlovich. With 11:39 remaining.
Lancers couldn't produce too much there on the power play. They'll have to regroup on a 5-on-5. Jacob, West Essex starting to throw their defense into this one, but they need to start producing shots.
Yeah, they've produced some good setup opportunities, but Livingston really solid defensive stick positions to prevent some good chances. Puck sent out. Not quite shipped out. Yes, it was. Forcino looking at the official saying, really? Couldn't give us that. Of an offsides call.
So offsides is the call on the ice. Tomorrow we have basketball for you on the D1 Meeple page in the NFHS Network. St. Peter's Prep hosts Dickinson. Simultaneously to that one, we have some other great games that we'll get to in a minute.
Kasesi. Docks. Puck sent in by Shalva Shemshkashvili.
We like to call him Shalva.
Good play by Docks to hold the zone, and then he levels Tommy O'Hearn. That's what you get with Jace Docks. Physical, pure athleticism.
Remember, Jacob Docks committed to play lacrosse at Ithaca College.
Docks picks it up. Sees the puck. Oh, Docks, I might have thought that was going out. He will head to the bench, though. Vecchio with the strip, only temporarily. Oswald tries to bank it ahead for Nick Trabb. Livingston can't get it out. Plotnik. Vecchio sends it ahead for Tarasuk. Tarasuk tried to get around Ryle. He could not. Plotnik to the top. Shot, oh, and a pad save there by Pavlovich. That was actually a good opportunity. Vecchio to the top. Zales to Conklin. Send in. Plotnik able to steal it from Korepka. To the top. Zales bomb off a stick of Tarasuk. And go. Pryle. Play Pryle, this is. Nice move. Almost another nice move. Conklin ships it out.
Look at Conklin creating a play from the D-line.
Him and Silva, almost an odd man rush, but Conklin couldn't quite get the shot off. Bergman, Castellano, he'll send in. Blast from the point, redirected save, rebound through the crease. Oh, good opportunity. And they almost springed on a breakaway. West Silva got a piece of it with his stick, though, so no icing. Having trouble along the wall there is Pryle. Silva couldn't get a stick on it. Schultz, another shot into the padding of Pavlovich. 8:43 remaining, Ryan, in period number 2.
Yep, so 8:43 remaining, Jacob, and we're taking a look at the Lancers slowing down offensively and defensively shifting their focus. I feel like they need to go into that third period with a little bit stronger of a lead, knowing the way West Essex plays in the third period and their third period history, considering that the last time these two teams played, December 4th, Livingston gave up 2 goals in the later stages of the game.
Shot. Almost on a Lancer stick. Collecting it behind his own net is Alex Korepka. Korepka. Ahead. Trying to dangle through. There was a Knight. Sent around. Or Kwan is chasing. Kwan had it poked away from him. Not out. Docks deep there. Tried to bank it off the glass now, but it will go off the netting. 7:55 now. Ryan, you want to tell us the upcoming schedule for
The West Essex James Caldwell Knights. So after Livingston, they play Montclair in 3 days. They're going to be at Clary Anderson Arena, Jacob. And, well, Montclair has been struggling.
That's a good bounce-back game opportunity game for them.
Absolutely, try and push themselves back in. If they lose this game, they'll move to 4-9 on the season.
Shot short side, rebound, down and hurt, possibly. Oh, but now a breakaway the other way. Tarasuk is in, and he scores! Igor Tarasuk is in on a breakaway, hit the pipe off the back of the pad of Pavlovich and into the net.
Jacob, we've been talking a lot about Tarasuk. It's a good finish.
Yeah.
Hit the bar, confused Pavlovich. She poked it in with her skate.
Yeah. Bar, pad, skate, in. Quite an odd sequence of events. That's his 7th of the year for Igor Tarasuk. That was after a good opportunity there for the Knights. And Porzino slow to get up there after going hard into the boards. Losing an edge is a West Essex defender. Grossbard the other way. Grossbard shoots and a stick save made.
It's a good effort by Pavlovich.
Yeah, good stop there. Good hands from Grossbard to get that opportunity. And then Vecchio fighting for it. Grossbard gets by a couple guys. Turns over. Shot, save, rebound, still loose. Turbin couldn't hold on to that rebound. Very rare for him. Sends ahead though, 2-on-1. Schultz and Vecchio. Vecchio shoots in a stick save by Pavlovich. Other side, off a stick. Vecchio couldn't control. To the top for Zales. Vecchio. Shot. Rebound picked up by Schultz. Schultz to the top. Zales again. Sends on goal. Redirected. Pavlovich holds on. 6:20 to go. It's been an exciting game, Ryan.
Jacob, after they take on Montclair, Clary Anderson, we're talking about the West Essex James Caldwell Knights. 2 days later, they will host Mendham. And Jacob, Mendham has been quite the hockey program this year. 7-2-1, possibly squeezing into the ranks. And then they're at Westfield. And then they're at Glenrock. Finally, they will hopefully catch a break as they take on the Kelly Division's very own Nutley Maroon Raiders.
Sent ahead.
So, Jacob, after Montclair, they have a tough run coming. They got to be ready.
Yes, they do.
Hey, but that's kind of what you sign up for when you accept your invitation into the McInnis Division year after year. A tough schedule.
They're in a weird spot right now where they're not quite poor enough to be demoted, not quite strong enough to really compete with those top teams.
As a matter of fact, I think a win against Montclair might actually definitely secure their invitation to the McInnis Division next year. Would you say that's possibly correct?
I would say that makes sense, Ryan. Out there, Docks winds it around. Ooh, here's Cassesi, Anthony Cassesi. 1-on-1. He gets a shot off and it misses. Oh, doesn't get a ton of ice time.
Jacob, I was talking about last game how Cassesi's really stepped up, so that was very impressive.
Selvin sends it on goal. Ooh, a chance there for Shamshkash Vili.
Jacob, last game versus Governor Livingston, we saw Cassesi take a good amount of touches, so he's really squeezing in.
Yeah, getting that ice time out there as well. Alex Selvin, who usually does not get a ton of ice time, got a shift out there, so good for him. East Conquin and his team up 5-0. Given some of the players don't usually get a ton of ice time, some minutes. Sent in. Namiatov and Infosino off the bar. Oh, Infosino with a good opportunity to make it a 5-1 game. Delayed offsides. Not touched up, apparently, by the Lancers.
That's a trip.
It's going to be a tripping call. Puck is sent out, and now tackling Conklin is Rocco Garcia. We'll see what the two officials say. Grossbard and Infosino also having a little chat.
That's Quan in the box, Jacob.
Quan's going to be going to the box for a trip, Ryan. So first power play of the game for the Knights. and a chance to get on the board.
Because we've seen the Knights on the penalty kill twice. They haven't been up yet. We'll see what happens at Ippa Man.
Yep.
Can't wait to see their power play. It really needs to push them back into this game.
Garcia and I believe Infosino are heading off. So out there right now we have Korepka, Bergman, Namiatov, and both Pryles, Clay and Gill. Clay fighting for it with Namiatov along the wall. Korepka to Pryle. Clay, Pryle to Korepka. Korepka and Bergman, who is out there, play dual positions, both forward and defense. Depends on the night, depends on who's available. Right now, Korepka is playing on D. He gets a shot off, blocked. Zales ships it out past the stick of Namiatov. Nice move by Namiatov to get by Vecchio, but Gil Pryle just a step ahead of the play, so the Knights are offsides. Haven't quite been able to get anything going tonight, Ryan, or this afternoon.
As I said earlier, not too many shots. Turbin's kind of, just been able to enjoy some time at the coffee shop today.
Yeah. So a minute, 16 seconds left on this power play. They'll win it back. Oswald sends it in, squeezes by a check. Infosino fighting for it with Grossbard, who will clear all the way down the ice. Schultz races back for it. Pavlovich sends it the other way. Schultz is actually the first man on it,
showing his superiority.
Garcia will pick it up though and start up ice. Rocco Garcia with momentum carrying over the line. Shot off his stick, off the glass. Behind the net. Picked up to the top. O'Hearn. Oswald. Trabb saw it picked off. 2-on-2 the other way. Docks for Schultz. Lost track of Schultz. And they'll have it taken off his stick. Docks chips in. That will end the power play. Kwan out of the box. Not really a ton of great opportunities there for the Knights. Ooh, pass too strong for Tarasuk from the stick of Vecchio. I'll lay it back. Sent in by Conklin. Vecchio fighting for it. Plotnik. There as well, chasing Infosino. Sends across, Conklin. Vecchio had it stolen from him. Zales picks it up easily at the center line. Zales zooms in and fires and misses the net far side. Puck shipped ahead. Trabb content to just dump in. To the other side, we're Miniscicalo. Centering attempt. Save, rebound. Easily covered by Turbin. Having a little trouble covering the puck, but that's what's going to happen when you haven't quite been getting a ton of reps.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Turbin really doing a good job in net, though. Just this entire season, he's really been the story of Livingston's climb in the state rankings.
They've really impressed this year. Would you call them your breakout team of the season, Ryan?
The Livingston Lancers in the entire state of New Jersey?
Yeah.
That would be Westfield. But yes, Livingston is phenomenal.
Tapped ahead. Racing for the puck is Schultz. Soto behind it. Puck stays in somehow. Front of the net. And it's banged home by Solomon for his second of the game. That was quite a move, Ryan, as he'll knock it into the back of the net. Make it 6-0 game.
Now, Jacob, I actually want to revert my statement. Not Westfield, I apologize. I didn't mean to say Westfield. I meant to say Governor Livingston. I think they're the breakout team of the year. But Livingston is a team that we expected to be very good. But they just keep punching. I thought they were going to be very good. I'm sorry. I mean, Turbin, Vecchio, they have a lot of talent.
Yes, obviously, you knew they were going to be good.
I thought for not trying to make myself seem like the supreme right person here, like I knew this was going to happen. But I really thought Livingston was going to be a phenomenal team.
Yes, but you couldn't have expected...
I mean, I don't know if anybody could have expected 13-1, but I definitely expected a well over 500 record.
Sullivan tried to pinch.
I mean, Jacob, even last year, we knew Mum's senior year, Vecchio's junior year, Turbin's junior year, they were going to be a good team.
Yeah, they were a very good team last year. Sullivan's pass finds Solomon across, shot short side, then couldn't squeak by Pavlovich.
Jacob, you also can't forget about the Shore Conference. They're phenomenal as well. Middletown South. Oh, my goodness. They might also be one of the breakout teams of the year.
30 seconds remaining in period number 2. Kwan, pass almost turned over. Big hit there by Silva. Cassesi racing for it. Pass by the stick of Cryle. Sent up. Cassesi with 5 seconds to go. One last shot by Zales. So it's 6-0 after 2 periods. We're going to have a quick 5-minute intermission, and we'll be back for that very shortly.
Heads up, right. Understood.
Horton dribbles into the front court to Khalil Whitney. Going to the basket and the jam.
Conversation with them because they are getting resources from the city. They are getting resources, and they're arguing with us about the timeliness of those resources.
Do you want your school to be covered by the #1 live stream service in the state of New Jersey so the entire country can see moments like this?
We play once again. Free kick coming for the Mountaineers. Short shot on goal. On post in! West Orange gets the goal, and they win. They take down the #2 ranked Seton Hall Pirates. Bullock takes the snap. He's going to take it himself. Barreling towards the goal line, and he's in. Charles Bullock from 3 yards out. And the Marauders lead it 20-7.
Or be a witness to championships like these?
Montclair are state sectional champions. They defeat Livingston 4-1. And the Mounties sweep the boys and girls brackets in back-to-back wins over the Lancers. 3-2. There goes the runners. Swing on and miss. Strike 3. That does it. The Cranford Cougars are the Last Dance World Series champions.
Or have exclusive interviews with players and coaches.
Maroon and Silver Star pitcher Teague Mulcahy. I'm here with Cranford star Ryan Jaros. We're with the Bergen Crusaders star of the game, Luis De La Cruz. Here with West Orange head coach Doug Nevins. And all right, now here with star goalkeeper Nikolai Matthews of this West Orange Mountaineer team. Nikolai. We're with Claire Manning after Montclair picks up a 4-1 win over Livingston. I'm here with Molly Brumback, the goalkeeper. Molly, what was today like? Here with West Orange girls varsity coach Sean DeVore.
Then join the D1 Media Pro Team, New Jersey's #1 live streaming service.
We're back for period number 3 here at Codey Arena. Lancers up 6-0 thanks to, after that second period, thanks to goals from Igor Tarasuk and Spencer Solomon collecting his second goal of the game, Ryan. Break that down.
Jacob, Livingston is just running right through the West Essex-Caldwell Knights. They're making it look like a matinee showdown. They're really just absolutely dominating them. This is almost like a showcase for them. It's the way they've really just been grooving, breeding off checks from West Essex. Very impressive. But Jacob, don't count West Essex out. Last time these two teams met, West Essex punched their way back into the game. Not saying they can complete the 6-goal comeback, but they could easily squeeze in 3 or 4.
Yeah, I can definitely see that happening, especially with Livingston playing.
And Coach Gregory is a hockey mastermind.
Yeah, especially with Livingston playing some of their bottom of the lineup players during that second period. I expect that to continue even more so in this third period. I would not be surprised if the final score is 6-2, 6-3.
Not only that, though, I could see Livingston even punching more goals in. So a lot can happen this third period, and that's why you're still with us. Because you know that a lot can happen. It's always fun, a McInnis Division showdown.
So it is. Period 3 of this McInnis Division Martin Luther King Jr. Day showdown. Sent ahead right off the bat. Tarasuk shot blocked. Banked back by Tarasuk. And Placino. Let's a shot go. Rebound. Out to the corner. Sent to the top. Karepka had it knocked off his stick. Vecchio and Grossbard 2-on-2, now 2-on-3. Vecchio waits, finds Tarasuk, who rips it high of the net. Vecchio shot blocked by Infosino. Vecchio, and Lancers can't find the puck. Sent around the boards. Conklin whiffed on the puck. Hanley dumps in. O'Hearn sends it in deep. Hanley and Zales fighting for it. Zales getting the good positioning. Sends it for Spencer Solomon. Solomon tries to chip it ahead. Silva is going to get on the puck by Oswald. Oswald, though, will get the puck. Picked up. Out to center. Docks will start the other way. Jay Stocks continues on. Sends it across. Pass is picked off. Attempted for Silva. Delayed offsides. Now Lancers can get back in as they have tagged up. O'Hearn. Thompson. Sent ahead, tipped in by Silva, so the Lancers do not ice the puck. Sent around Vecchio. Out on the ice, still being played. Has been all game long despite the score. Docks fighting for the puck. Winds it around the boards to the glass. High slot shot, rebound, save made by Turbin. It was down. He was hit. Following the play, Ryan. Looks okay.
Looks to be all right. Yeah, he looks to be okay. Very important he stays healthy. Yeah. He's that key.
Don't even terrible backup either. Was, Noah, you want to give us a little peek at Justina Sanders on the bench?
Justinus, I'd say...
On the bench, goaltender, number 30.
We want to show Justinus Noah Varman. And, yeah, Justinus has done a phenomenal job this year in his appearances with the Lancers. Yeah, shout out to the Lancers students section. They do a phenomenal job. They show up to every game.
Yes, they do. Puck sent ahead. Cassesi's rocked. Oh.
Yeah, big shout out to Nick Slotnick, who runs the Lancers student section.
Oh, turned over in front, Cassesi, an opportunity. That doesn't go. Fantastic chance for Cassesi to collect his first, not only point, but goal in his high school career, the freshman. Conklin can't wind it by the stick of Nick Trabb. Cassesi. Back to Alex Selden. Shot goes high. And Flicino. Wrister and held on to.
Now, Jacob, speaking of support, Noah, if you want to flip the camera and show the Lancer student section, they really show up in numbers. Nick! Slot Nick! I can't hear me, but there's the Lancer student section on camera, trying to get waved over, but trying to get their attention. They don't really want to show the supporters. We'll now get back to the game.
Wrist shot whistles wide of the net off the stick of Karepka. Shipped ahead by Grossbard, odd man rush. Danny Grossbard curls and scores! Oh, can't do it better than that. Danny Grossbard, top shelf, 7-0.
So he had goal number 2, and now he has goal number 7 on the game, Jacob.
Yes, he does. That's his 12th goal of the year, Ryan. Second of the game.
A statistical run-up this third period for the Lancers, Jacob. They got to be quite happy.
10:54 remaining. Puck takes a bounce off the skate of the official. Sent in by Grossbard. O'Hearn picks it up. Tarasuk sends in. O'Hearn gets the puck to Amiatov by Vecchio. They'll lift it ahead. Good stick there by Kwan as the Knights are going to have to tag up. Kwan will take this opportunity to dart up ice. Kwan tries to tuck it in short side. Oh, good opportunity. Almost made it 8-0. The stop by Pavlovich. As the puck gets by Tarasuk, and we'll have an icing call with just a second over 10 minutes to go in the game.
Jacob, the schedules for both these teams very difficult, so they got a lot to look forward to, and they got to be on their games for it. Obviously, as we do know, Livingston, in a span of 3 days, will take on the defending McInnis Cup champions, Glen Rock, who they're also playing this Saturday. And then, actually, I believe it's 2 days before, 2 days after that, remind me, they're taking on the Blue Devils. 2 days before, they're taking on Westfield, a team that they only beat by a goal. Westfield ranked number 10 in the state of New Jersey at the moment, just a spot above them. And Westfield, wow, I mean, they're just doing brilliant right now in the Union County tournament. So that's all coming up to look forward to on the D1 Media Pro page on the NJIIHL Network.
So it is, as it's sent into the netting by Ian Charduri. Him and Sean Chen are out there. Chen centers, wrist shot off the stick of Bergman. Shen tries to center, no penalties called as he's checked to the ice. Cryo. Other side, tap back. Chiardi, who had a 5-point game in Livingston's game against Princeton. Score a little deceptive there. It was 19-0, but
yeah, Writers' Integrity, I don't believe they really include that game when they're doing the top 20 rankings.
No.
I will say, though, Princeton has really built since then. 10 wins on the season and a tie after that loss. They're just doing brilliant.
Shen, poor decision, leads to a shot on goal, easily gloved by Turbin.
And Jacob, 2 years ago, both teams participated in Group B of the state tournament, concluding Cup hockey. Maybe they'll see each other at full force in the playoffs in the later rounds, as obviously both teams will be very highly ranked. Princeton 10-1-1, Livingston 13-1-1. But obviously you can't really count head-to-head because Livingston won that one game with a goal differential of 19.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. COVID, an issue with that game, of course, as it's carried in by Devaney.
Jacob, not only that, but hockey in Princeton quite dominant. Princeton Day School ranked in the top 5 in the state of New Jersey. Common Gordon Conference foes of teams like St. Peter's, Seton Hall, etc.
Quan sends in, goes off a stick. Hanley. Taken, Docks, sends on goal, blocked aside by Pavlovich.
Jacob, not only that, Princeton Princeton University in the Ivy League, very good too.
Yes, they do. Turned over by Docks. Devaney. Shipped into the Knights bench by Silva.
Jacob, very excited to cover Livingston as the season continues. They have Glen Rock this weekend. We will not be in attendance for that one. It's at the Ice House of Hackensack. Then Governor Livingston Westfield, Glen Rock again, and Marstown Beard again. So, you remember the first matchup, Livingston-Marstown Beard? That was fun. They're going to see him again.
Yeah. Livingston almost blew a 4-0 lead as Cassesi shoots wide. Rebound trying to get the hat trick is Grossbart. He's on hat trick watch, as we like to say, Ryan. Whistle's blown. Possible. Oh no, net was dislodged.
Jacob, as I was saying, look at Livingston's schedule coming up. They're seeing Marstown Beard. They're seeing the Crimson again.
Yeah.
That was a good game. One of their toughest games.
And Mo Beard missing their top player during that one.
Not to mention Marstown Beard still ranked in the top 20 in the state of New Jersey. Not sure, possibly they fall back after a loss to Livingston, but they only lost by a goal to a team 6 spots better than them, so who knows. New rankings obviously coming out, I believe, later this evening.
Yeah.
From our filming date here on Monday of Martin Luther King Day, January 17th, 2022.
Turned over, Grossbard. Can't squeak by both the ref and Castellano. Assessi. Banked ahead. Play Pryal. Across, Castellano, shot blocked, rebound. Didn't go. At this point, Lancers just playing for the shutout. For Turbin. Bergman blast, blocked by Grossbard, who will make a nice move to continue up ice. He has Shalvo with him. Grossbard, shot, blocked. Out to the bench. Livingston's top guys getting some rest this period. They're sending one out there at a time. I've noticed this time it's Vecchio fighting off a check and sending it on goal. But saved by Pavlovich.
Vecchio was kind of whisked into the net there off his shot too.
Yes, he was. Castellano, Namiatov 2-on-1, tried to lay a pass to Garcia. That doesn't go. Garcia sends the other way. Vecchio, the first man on it. Austin Vecchio. Shot wide to the short side. Zales. Vecchio sends it off the state gate of Chen. Sean Chen, couple points this season. See his hit to the ice. Sent across the other way. Wrister, short side high. That was off the stick of Connor. Maniscalco turned over. Silva! Oh, good stop by Pavlovich. Shouldered it into the netting. 4:56 remaining in this game.
And that's West Essex catching a break right there.
Yes.
Jacob, you know what's going to be a lot of fun?
What?
Playoffs. I'm very excited to see who's going to win the state of New Jersey, and I think it's very likely going to be rather Bergen Catholic, Del Barton. I think, I was coming into the season saying it's going to be rather Christian Brothers, who's currently sitting at number 1, or Bergen Catholic sitting at number 4, but red hot are the Del Barton Green Wave.
Yeah, lots of real good teams in the state of New Jersey. New Jersey, a very underrated hockey state. Oh, chance in front. Stuffed out at the side of the net by
Jacob,
Turbin.
the 3 dominating conferences: Shore Conference Hockey, McInnis Division in the NJIIHL Hockey, and of course the Gordon Conference, probably above the 2 of them. I'd say Gordon Conference possibly the best in the nation.
Yeah.
I mean, when you have a team as talented as St. Peter's Prep, having a losing record, same thing as St. Joseph of Montvale having a record under 500, and they took down this number 9 Livingston team as the only team to do that. They're not even over 500. You can really tell how talented the Gordon division is, the Gordon Conference is. Excuse me.
New Jersey, I'd say, might be at this point a top 10 hockey state in terms of production.
Put Pennsylvania and Connecticut as well in there.
I'd say New York, Minnesota, Massachusetts are the top 3. Draws one back by the Knights.
And a lot of good hockey in Long Island as well, Jacob.
Hanley sends in. Kept in, nice play by Oswald. Centering attempt comes to the top. O'Hearn, who scored in their last game, that was his first goal of his high school career. Is it winded back by Cassesi? Cassesi turns it over and a chance, misses the net. Chipped, not out. Sammy O'Hearn able to hold the zone. That time it's sent out. Recollected by Patrick Devaney. Devaney weaves in, having knocked off his stick. Tommy O'Hearn lays it wide of the net. Less than 3 minutes to go. Shot from the point by Quinn is saved by Turbin. Banked out. Shen racing for it with Quinn. That is an icing call, though, with 2:44 to go. 7-0 Lancers, Ryan. It's just been utter domination.
Yeah, really been a good job by them, too, as well. Turbin reliable in the back. Haven't really need to hear his name a lot today. Sending us docs. Our players that we said needed to really step up today didn't really need to step up at all today, because that's just been how talented the squad is.
Shot is blocked. Knights get the puck back. Devaney winds in. Docs and Kwan out there. Sent around. Lister goes high of the net and wide. Whacked up by Quinn. He'll chip it back in. Docs behind his net will control. 2-0-8-6 and counting. Turned over. Tommy O'Hearn able to hold the zone. Jay Stocks ahead. Ooh, pass misses the stick of Chen. Apparently it skimmed his stick, so no icing. Devaney and Cryo. His shot into the glove of Turbin with 94 seconds remaining in this one. Lots of goals.
That's been the story for the Lancers. A 7-0 lead trying to secure the shutout. Another shutout for Turbin. Looking quite good.
Yeah, like I said before, a goal at this point just to keep the shutout for Turbin. He's had a couple donuts this season. So it'd be his third. Lyle sees it. Collected by Selvin. Ships it ahead to Cassesi. Cassesi knocked off the puck by Karepka. Cryo. Sealed off by Selvin. Who picks it up, tries to chip it ahead. Cryo able to turn it over. And weave by Selvin. Final minute of play in the first period. Front of the net, collected by Shalva Shimshkashvili.
And he's going to run out the clock here, Jacob. That's exactly what he's going to do. I think that was a very smart decision.
Yeah, holds on, dumps in. Puck sent it around all the way back. Bergman will let it go. Let his team change.
"20 seconds.
Juan. Off the pipe. He was just trying to send that one in. Ended up hitting the area between the crossbar and the left post with under 20 seconds remaining, 17.9 to be exact.
So the Lancers will pick up yet another victory, Jacob. Another one. Win number 13 for them.
It will improve to 13, 1-1.
And the Knights will fall to 4-9. They'll have to regroup as they take on Montclair as their next game. So that'll do it, Jacob. 7-0. The Lancers score. A lot of names on the stat sheet for them for goals and assists. I believe that's their second biggest win of the season.
Yes. Right next to that 19-0 win against Princeton, but not counting that, biggest win of the year. Dominant one against the Knights. That being said, thank you so much for watching. And this matinee Exit 5 rivalry game. For the last time this afternoon, Jacob Gore and Ryan Lowy. Thank you and have a great rest of your day.
He's going to take it himself for a championship!